I'm a millionaire, I'm 26 years old, and I've got multiple 8 figures to my name. And if I had to start all over again, there's 4 things that I would stop doing and give up effective immediately. Because if you're doing these 4 things, or one of these 4 things, or 2 or 3, or God forbid, all 4 of them, your chances of being successful and actually making money are so slim. And I gave these 4 things up, and it worked for me. And I know lots and lots of successful guys in their early 20s, late 20s, early 30s who are making, who are worth tens of millions of dollars. And they also all gave up these 4 things as well. The first one is just move. So right now you've grown up in your environment, in your hometown, in your home city. And what's happened is over however old you are, let's say you're 25 years old, right? You've now got 25 years of identity and behavioral conditioning associated with your hometown. And the problem here is that in order for you to change and start making money, you're going to have to, change. And all of the people around you are not going to like that. And they're going to start to question all of your decisions, and they're going to try and pull you back down. Not because they're malevolent, evil people, but just because a lot of people don't like other people changing. And not only that, but you've got so much in your environment or your home environment that it's just going to hold you back. All of your identities associated with it. And what you kind of almost need is a rebirth, and you need to sort of be reborn, not in a religious sense, but in the sense that when you move, you can make new friends, everything's new. And when you move, all of those bad habit cues you have, all of those things that make you behave in the way that is out of alignment with what you want, you remove the cues. And if you remove the cues, then you remove the trigger and the source of the habits. Now, again, it's not going to be a perfect solution, but there's not a single instance where I've seen someone move for like a couple, 2-3 years, focus on one thing ruthlessly and not come out successful. Like this is something that I have seen happen with my friends and people who I know are successful just time and time again, is just move. As soon as you have the chance and you have the resources to just move, do it and just get out of there and move different country, different city, just far away from what you're used to and this sort of, average mediocre thing that you've built up. It's an ultimate way to reset. The second thing is no material stuff. So, for the next few years, just resist the egotistical urge to flex and be materialistic. So, if you do this successfully and you mean this and you really want it, you're going to start making money, and you're going to start to want to buy watches and clothes and cars and all sorts of stuff. And it's a trap. It's a real dangerous thing, because basically you've got this thing built into you that we could call the status machine, a part of you that wants status, right? And it manifests and it tells you what it wants by, expensive purchases like the cars and the watches. The problem is that when you give in to this ego thing, you strip your motivation to work, because what I do is I don't buy any expensive stuff. The only thing I have expensive is my house, but that's because I want to live in a nice house. But I don't flex anything else. I don't really flex anything at all. And that's intentional. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to, go on my old personal Instagram and put a Stripe screenshot of how much money I've made this month in front of all of my old friends. That would make me feel great for about a day. But when you do stuff like that, is you strip your work ethic away, because the reason you're working right now, let's be honest, is probably for status. You want the money so you can flex and look cool and make people like you and have elevated social status so you can get girls or something. I don't know. But as soon as you give into it, now you're no longer motivated to work. So for me to get my status, I have to get it through my achievement, my competence, and my name. And that means that I have to work to get what I want as opposed to just buying it. It's very intentional. But second to that, just don't let your ego run rampant, because it will destroy you. It will destroy you. For the next couple of years, just don't buy anything you don't need. Live well below your means. And then once you've made it and you're mega successful, then you can start going on a bit of a spending spree if you want. But by that point, you'll be so comfortable and secure in yourself that you won't feel the need to flex. And if you just wait for that moment to happen, you'll be grateful. Next thing, the third thing, is just check out of the world. Log off of all of your social medias, delete all your social medias, unsubscribe from all of the email newsletters that you receive, block the news, block YouTube, block everything, and just check out. And stop being so bloody angry. Like if you want to be, I know you've got some of this anger pent up. If you want to be angry at something, be angry at the fact that you're not successful and that you're broke. Stop being angry and paying all attention to, who's just launched a new crypto rug pull. Stop being angry at whatever the hell some YouTube short video just said about gender equality. Stop it. It doesn't make you any money. It doesn't push you any further towards a goal. All it does is just rile you up and piss you off and then leave you bitter and resentful at the universe. Take all that anger and channel it into your work and get angry and upset that you're not successful yet. Stop letting all of this energetic potential leak out into these different things. Let me show you something. This is my phone. There's my phone. I have 3 apps that I use. I have WhatsApp, Google Chrome, and Google Calendar. Like, I don't need anything else. I don't go anywhere. I don't talk to anyone. I don't scroll anything. I don't see anything. I don't watch anything. All I do is just work, read, and hang out with friends and go to the gym. It's very hard to get rich and become a millionaire when your phone's just bing, 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 email this, Facebook this, and then you start getting angry, and then you're into this drama, and now you're just unsuccessful and you're poor. So just get rid of it, check out of the world, and stop being so angry. And then the fourth thing that you need to give up is your environment. So this will happen when you move, but successful people, we are not disciplined. Now, we are insofar as the fact that we have very strong impulse control and we've got good emotional control and we can force ourselves to do things that we don't want to do. We have the discipline thing. But we're not as disciplined, successful people, we're not as disciplined as you might think. Like the millionaire archetype of this like monk mode, like, Sigma. So it's like, it's not as... It's going to get clipped. We're not as disciplined as you might think. All we do is engineer our environments to not get tripped up. So, I used to be heavily addicted to video games. I used to play League of Legends, shamefully. I used to play Minecraft, unshamefully, quite like Minecraft. I used to play RuneScape. I used to play Fortnite, all these games, right? And the only thing that worked in me quitting the games was basically taking a crowbar and a hammer to my gaming PC. That's it. As soon as I did that, it was game over. Pun not intended, right? I literally just stopped. And I also wanted to switch my diet. And I wanted to move to an elimination diet, like hardcore elimination diet, no sugar, no processed foods, no nothing. The only thing that worked in me doing that was only buying steaks and never going to a supermarket. So I'm now on carnivore. I haven't eaten a bad meal or a cheat meal for like 3 or 4 months now. And it's like, the only reason that happens is because when I go to my fridge or when I go to my kitchen, there are 3 things available for me to eat: steak, butter, and eggs. And guess what I eat? One of those 3 things. I don't go to supermarkets, because if I go to supermarkets, I'm liable to start picking crap up. I order my food and it's my environment. Same thing, I bought an Xbox stupidly about a year ago. And I started playing Call of Duty when the new Call of Duty came out, whichever one came out a year ago. And I started playing it, and then like 2 weeks in, I was like, God, this is stupid. I was sat here at my desk just, playing this thing. And so I threw it in the bath. Or was it the pool? I think it was the pool or the bath. I threw my Xbox in a body of water significant enough to submerge it and fry its circuit. And now it doesn't work. And so I don't play on the Xbox anymore. Like, successful people, millionaires, we're not these beacons of discipline. We just are very good at engineering our environments to not have any crap in there. Nothing can slip me up. Like, there's nothing that I can go to that will get me. If I bought a box of cookies and put them in my kitchen, I guarantee you within a week they're going to be gone. I'm going to have eaten them. Because, willpower is finite, and it's difficult enough to work 12 hours a day, let alone, resist the urge to eat some crappy sugar thing. So just move house, move flat, move apartment to somewhere new where no one knows you and you can effectively reinvent yourself without the judgment and eyes and gaze of the people that you already know. Because when you know people, they set an expectation on you and you have to live to that expectation, because that's just how social creatures work, that we are social creatures. Don't buy any material stuff and stop your ego from going on an absolute flex rampage. Check out of the world and stop being angry, and just make your environment suitable for your goals. And if you do that, then the chances of you becoming a millionaire have literally probably just increased by 50x, maybe even 100x. Probably more than that, to be honest. It's not difficult. Bye.